Welcome back, YouTubers. I am Jason Worsmo. This is Tankers Fantasy Football, and we got a great start and sit video just cooking up for you guys today. But before we get started, you know how we do here at Tankers Fantasy Football. Maybe go down there and give us a little likesy-poo. Maybe go down there and give us a little like. Maybe you don't. Maybe you hook us up with a subscription. Maybe you don't. Maybe you go fuck yourself. All right, we're going to get it popping here. Some starts at running back. We got McKinnon. He just got the vote of confidence from Shanahan. Said he's going to fill in for Mostert and Coleman. Mostert and Coleman are likely out for this week. They're going against the Giants. All in on the Jerick McKinnon. I think even solid RB2 this week. All right. Got some Joshua Kelly versus the Panthers. The Panthers have given up the most touchdowns and fantasy points thus far to running back. So all in Joshua Kelly. Flex play this week. Let's get him in there. Devin Singletary, if Moss is limited at all, I think Devin Singletary is a smash play this week versus the Rams if for some reason Moss is limited. All right, we got some sits at running back. We got Hines. He got game scripted out last week versus the Vikings, and he's probably looking to get game scripted out again this week versus the shitty-ass fucking Jets. All right, so we're going to move on to David Johnson. He had a rough one last week versus the Ravens. Gets another rough one this week versus Pittsburgh. Gordon would have gone out there and got you 8 PPR points if it wasn't for that absolute dime piece from Jeff Driscoll last week that dropped into Melvin Gordon's lap in the end zone. So I don't know if David Johnson cannot find his way in the end zone. I think he is destined for under 10 PPR points. I think we should be better off if you got any other options. Of course, you let me know about these other options down in the comment section below, and I will tell you if these guys are better than even Suffrage City David Johnson this week. All right, we got Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley's had 37 touches on the season. He's only managed to get 19 full-point PPR points out of those 37 touches. That is so very bad. And it's so bad that I think we got to give the golden shovel to Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley versus the Bears this week. I think we're better off leaving Todd Gurley on our benches. All right, we are moving on. We're gonna go ahead and bench all the Giants running backs. I'm just not sure. We're gonna put this fucking shovel here. It doesn't seem to want to stay up over there right now. We're gonna go ahead and bench all the Giants running backs. Deion Lewis is probably gonna be the one touching the ball the most. I know the Niners even is banged up, but it's still that shitty ass fucking Giants offensive line. So I think Deion Lewis is going to lead the backfield in touches. No way that Devontae Freeman comes in off the couch and they hit him the ball 15 times. Not fucking happening. So I think I'm going to steer clear of all things Giants running backs so that starts to hash itself out a little bit. All right, moving on to wide receivers. We got Corey Davis in a smash play versus the Vikings this week. The Vikings are getting the most touchdowns and the second most points, and definitely be the most points if T.Y. Hilton hauls in that 50-yard touchdown pass from Rivers. He just dropped and shit all over himself last week. All right, so all in on to Corey Davis. CeeDee Lamb gets the Seahawks. The Seahawks give him the most yards to wide receivers thus far at 365 a game. That is absolutely gross. That is like over 100 yards more a game than the next closest team. So all in on the CeeDee Lamb. Maybe Michael Gallup. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. He's only had like 5 targets a game thus far. I'm just not necessarily feeling the Michael Gallup. I mean, if you're in desperation, I guess you got worse things to feel desperate about than Michael Gallup versus the Seahawks, but I don't know. I think I'd continue to bench Michael Gallup. All right, Allen Robinson, he's got 18 PPR points through 2 weeks, but he has the Falcons give the second most yards allowed to wide receivers. All right, we got some sits and Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks kind of looked like he came alive last week. Will Fuller looks like he's dead again. But Cooks does have the Steelers. I mean, he could, I guess, work out as a wide receiver 3 this week, but I'm just trying my best to look elsewhere on the Brandon Cooks. Right, John Brown, been your sexy boy deluxe. But the Rams haven't allowed a wide receiver touchdown yet. I just think this is the week that John Brown might come back to earth on you. All right, Robbie Anderson, you watched him light it up on your bench for the first 2 weeks. You know you did. And then you're going to go out there and you're going to play him in week 1 and in week 3, and you're gonna be like, yeah, Robbie Anderson was like a top 6 wide receiver in PPR right now. Yeah, Robbie Anderson. He's gonna go over there, and he's just gonna shit all over your chest. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try to dodge that Robbie A shit bullet, and we're gonna leave him on the bench in week 3 to see if his ass can strike lightning 3 times in a row. All right, tight end, got some Drew Sample. Philly's giving up big weeks to the likes of my name, or his name was Logan Thomas, and a huge week last week to Tyler Higbee. So all in on the Drew Sample if you are desperation roll at tight end. And we got Mo Alley Cox, desperation roll if Jack Doyle sits again. All right, moving into some quarterbacks. We got some Biscuit versus the Falcons. Give the most points to quarterbacks thus far on the Biscuit, and Tannehill has been hot and can probably continue to do so versus them Vikings. All right, like the cut of my jib, give me a like, hit that subscribe button. Got any comments? Got any start-sit questions? Or not any comments. You got any questions? You got any start-sit questions? You got any waiver questions? You got any who do I fucking trade for questions? You got any life questions? Put that shit all in the comment section below. I will get back to you. I always do. All right, boys. Holler at me. Let's get it done. Let's bring home some week 3 W's.
I'm hot as fuck, bitch.